And later on, they sodomize each other.
Yeah.
But they keep it on the down low.
Nice.
Welcome to yet another episode of the Three Speech Podcast. I'm a mad lad, a jihad, controlled, stuck, stanga. Yeah, I got a bunk.
You okay?
So, fucked up. Leo and Nico. We're back. Season 2, episode 2. We've done it. This season, we plan to have another 170 episodes or so. Nico was telling us just before he came on air about Con Mom, a show he's been watching on Netflix.
Yeah, it's a documentary about a chef who he's like 40 something, and then finally, I'm 62, and then he didn't know his mom, and then his mom finally gets in contact with him.
Is it an actual documentary? Or is it a documentary like adolescence? Just I want to clarify.
It's an actual documentary.
Okay.
Yeah. His mom gets in contact, and
But it's a fake mom.
yeah,
But he's never met his mom.
no, he was given up for adoption or whatever. Yeah. When he was like 2 or something like that.
Man, that's got to be one of the
So then-
sickest cons.
And then this woman pretends to be his mom.
How did she know he was a
And
doctor?
then
Did she breastfeed him?
no.
I'd demand that. I'd insist on that.
Make up for lost time.
Yeah, that's how you know if it's your real mum.
But she knew all of his stuff.
But how?
I guess she did research.
Went on his Facebook.
Was he rich?
Shit.
Well, he was all right, but yeah, she basically rinsed him for money
Jesus.
and lots of money and broke up his marriage.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
So like a real
What?
You sure she's picked up?
But yeah, it is a good watch.
I got scammed online by this woman. I do a bit about it on.
Oh, we got stopped by it.
It's a real thing. Yeah, we got stopped in the street by these people who wanted to know about the scams. We told them about it. But I managed with this lassie who's like, she's like, give me your phone number. Can we talk on WhatsApp? So I'm like, sure thing. And then she's like, can you send me a picture of your dick? So I sent her a picture of my dick. And then she's
Still no quibbles though.
she's like a sign, like, you know, Cliff Richard with a signed stack of photos. But yeah, so she like sent her the picture of my dick, and then because she had my phone number and she had like my Facebook and everything, she was like, I'm gonna send this picture. If you don't transfer Bitcoin, I'm gonna send this picture of your dick to everybody you know, all your friends, people you work with, your family, your mom, everything. And I was like, yeah, sure, yeah, do that. That's the best looking picture of my dick in existence. You know what I mean? 'Cause there's a reason that's the one I sent. It's like, just a peak boner that morning, so I got like a good photo of my dick.
Yeah.
And yeah, in the end, but apparently that's a, I never sent any money, obviously, but like,
So then what? Did they send the picture to your family?
no.
Well, you could just send a pitch anyone. Like basically, you could send any dick to anyone's family.
Yeah.
Were you in the?
No, you
was
couldn't
it
see.
just- So it's just like that could just be anyone's dick.
Yeah, I mean, it's very clearly my dick
Yeah,
because
but
the
how?
size. Because it had to be like a certain massive format. It had to be taken. You know the cinema square.
Yeah.
You know the old
IMAX.
Lawrence of Arabia style widescreen. It had to be on that because to get my dick in the picture.
That's made it.
Huh?
That's made it.
No, it's true.
Nico saying it's not true that you're penis suit. Well, talking about
And
There's
then,
a thumbnail.
yeah, she sent me a picture of your dick, and it was actually on microfiche. It was
You know, she sent it on Dropbox.
Google Drive. I was in a feud with DCB Legal over a parking ticket. I won that. They said I owe them. It's an interesting story, maybe to listeners. Got a parking ticket for parking illegally. Refused to pay it. They said we're gonna take me to court. I'm like, fine, fuck it, take me to court. Then it goes to mediation. They call me. You owe us £290, but we're gonna accept 230. I went, I ain't giving you shit. Suck my balls. I'll see you in court. I'll give you £10. They went, no, it's impossible. Then the guy went off and came back and went, we'll take £10. So the
£25.
£25, sorry. Well, it was £10 first, then I went up to 25, my final offer.
Ah, you folded.
No, I won.
You folded. You give him £25.
Actually, I do. Well, you know what? Actually, I'll be honest. I wanted to go to court. Like, I actually feel like when they accepted the 25, I was pissed off because I actually felt like, I'm disappointed in them.
Yeah. Have you ever been scammed, Nico? Apart from when you bought that hat.
Yeah.
I I've been scammed. Oh yeah.
I've got the worst scam for you. Later on in this.
This guy called me. I had just smoked some weed.
Yeah.
And then he calls and he says, I'm from O2.
Yeah.
I can get you a cheaper deal on your phone, and I can get you, rather than paying the £40 a month, you pay £20 a month, unlimited minutes, unlimited internet, everything. I just need your,
Bank details.
details and pass. I really. And I gave him all. I gave it. Because it come up as an O2 number. I don't know how he did that. It did come up as an O2 name.
So what did they get from?
And I went and told my wife, yo, I just got a great deal.
How much did you get?
She said, she's like, I think that's a scam. And I call up O2 and the bank and all that. So I shut it down quick.
Did they get any money out before you?
Nah, I don't think so.
All right, nice.
So, yeah, I call them out immediately. After she said, babe, that's a scam.
Right, yeah.
And I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
I quickly went and shut down and changed everything.
Yeah.
I've got the worst scam. For about a decade, I couldn't drink Pepsi Max. It was the worst scam of all time. In fact, it still pains me to tell this story. I think this might be the first time I'm telling this story. I was at university. I went to my dad, I need a laptop. So he gave me like £1,000 to go and buy yourself a laptop. So it's a big purchase. But this is before I knew anything about laptops. This is just when they were coming in. So no one knew about RAM, gigabyte, all that kind of shit, right? I go to Tottenham Court Road and I go to the Currys on Tottenham Court Road. And I'm looking at laptops and they're telling me it's good deals. Anyway, I walk outside. This big Irish guy comes up to me and he goes, "Oh, do you want to buy a laptop?" I was like, yeah. He goes, "Oh, come to my shop. I was like, all right. So it's Tottenham Court Road. It used to be all computers.
Yeah.
So I thought, maybe he's walking me to the shop. So I start walking. We're just chatting. He goes, "Oh, actually, I don't have it in my shop. It's just in my car around the corner." But I was so young. I was like 18. I was such a fucking idiot. Oh, okay. And we walked around to this guy's car, and he opens up. It's like a Ford Fiesta. There's some other Irish guy there, right? And this guy goes, "Oh, here's the laptop," and he pulls out this bag, and he opens the bag. It's like a Sony Vaio,
Right.
and this was like a mouse. Wow. And then I didn't know what it was, but I knew Sony Vaio was good. And then he opens up, it's all working, looks good. He goes, "Oh, what do you think?" That's kind of a lot of money, and he puts it in the bag. And he goes, "It's up to you. Do you want it?" I was like, "All right, I'll give you a good price, 650.
Yeah.
Down from 1,000. So I'm like, that's quite a good deal, right? So I goes, "Well, and the money, I need to go to the bank." And I had to go in to the cash point, go into the actual bank to get the money.
Yeah.
So I go into the bank, and this big looming Irish guy standing there over me. And the woman's like, "Are you sure?" I was like 18, looked about 10 years. "Are you sure you what? Are you sure?" I'm like, "Yeah, I want the fucking money. Give me the money." Anyway, go outside. I hand him the money. He hands me the bag.
You got.
Hold on. I looked down at the bag. It's like tried to open it, padlock. Guy runs off. I break the padlock off, and he's really kind of big and fat. So easily I could catch him, right? Open the bag, there's 2 bottles of Pepsi Max in it. My first thought was, oh, Pepsi Max, so shit. Then I could see him, I thought, I could catch him.
Yeah.
But what the fuck am I gonna do? It's like 6'6", like, can I, what the, just saw this man just run down the street with my fucking money, and I could have drew Pepsi Max for fucking ever. Then Louis was turned up and he's like, "Oh, let's go to the police." I don't want to go to the police. Went to the police and he's like, "No, he just sold you Pepsi Max." I was like, fucking useless. I've always hated the police. That's the worst. And then the worst thing is my dad was like, "Where's the laptop? I want to use it." And then the fucking laptop, and he's like, "We owe me £1,000." So I was like, "Oh."
I had somebody trying to scam me on Tottenham Court Road as well, but it was somebody who just stopped me. It was not long after I moved to London, and so he's like, "Do you want to buy some?" It was an Irish guy as well, and he's like, "Do you want to buy some weed?"
It's probably the same guy.
And I'm like, "No, it's this skinny little guy," and he's like, "I'm like, yeah, brilliant." He's like, "Well, let's go somewhere to so we can do it without there's cameras and stuff around here." And then he's like chanting to me about he goes on demonstrations and blah blah blah, and he's like one of these levelers type guys, and then and he's just like, I'm like, "When are we gonna get let's just sell me the weed. And he's like, no, we need to. And then we went to McDonald's, and he's like, he passes me under the table. He's like, oh, give me the money first. He's obviously just gonna run. I'm suspicious by now. He passes it to me under the table, and he's like, you know, give me the money before it. And I'm like, you haven't given me any weed. You know, he's giving me like, you know, whatever it was in his pocket, like a bit of paper or something. And like, and he's like, and then he gets all pissed off with me. I'm like, you know, I'm not giving you the money. You're like, you know, you're not giving me the weed. And he like gets up there. I'm like, see you later, man. And I like, and he said something along the lines of like, oh, I put so much time into this. Like, as if I'm like, I've wasted his time, you know what I mean? And then he's all like, he was all like, I'm going to get a knife. And he like went and got this, like, he had like some sort of like pencil case or something. So like, I'm going to get a knife, as if like, and it's like, well, that's a pencil case. You don't have a knife in there. There's a knife in a pencil case. And like, also if you just open it and get it out and, you know, stop being weird. So he never got my
But he didn't give you your money.
No.
Did he give you any weed? What did he hand you?
So just I can't remember what it was. It was like but it wasn't weed. It was just like, you know, a bit of shit that he had in his pocket that he could like, you know, at least put something in my hand, so it felt like I had something in my hand. And I think so I'm supposed to hand him the money at the same time. Then once he's got the money in his hand, he's gonna be like, you know, you're not getting it, I'm gonna stab you or whatever. You know?
He definitely would have got the money from me. I would have. Put it over first.
It's like £15. You know what I mean?
I still. Now Pepsi Max is quite nice, but it used to taste like shit.
A lady sold me castor oil for like £90.
What was it supposed to be?
It's supposed to be like a hairline treatment.
Did it work?
No, where's this castor oil?
Where'd you get it?
Huh?
Where'd you get it?
At her shop. Well, I was at her exact English. She said she got this special treatment.
All right.
Protect your hairline.
Yeah.
And it was just castor oil. She charged me like 90.
Well, fucking that woman, when I got my hair straightened, was the worst. When I
Oh yeah, man, that turned up the top secret. Darius is there, and because he went to get his hair chemically straightened.
Yes.
This woman tricked me.
Looked like fucking Timothy.
It was the worst thing I
It
ever.
looks like an elf out of fucking Lord of the Rings, man. Legolas.
It was so bad, but it burnt my fucking head. My hair. That's why.
Didn't you lose hair? Or
You lost so much hair because the clue should have been when she's putting on a gas mask. That should have been the clue. They put on a fucking gas mask because it's toxic, and then my hair started falling out.
How did you do it?
Because this other hairdresser went, because my hair goes super curly. She says, oh, this will mean your hair won't go frizzy and you just be nice. So that'll be good. And then first to come out, it was look like Legolas from Lord of the Rings. And then about 2 weeks later, all my hair started falling out. It was so bad.
I used to have my hair straightened. Yeah.
Why?
Like that.
Well, that's why you're bald now. You burnt your hair. That's why
They're bald. People always want different hair from what we got. I mean, dating an Egyptian lassie who got her hair chemically straightened, so it was all like, but it didn't suit her because she had like, you know, the medieval features, you know, not Middle East, but you know, she had a big nose and stuff, and you know, she's a pretty lassie, but you know, big nose.
I have my hair like that.
Cat Williams.
Like genuinely like that.
So to the camera, baby. So to the camera. Cat Williams. Nico.
Because of Cat Williams. Because he's
No. It's just I used to get my hair cornrow. So I used to get this like that. Yeah.
yeah.
I used to get my hair cornrow, but because black hair is kinky, to get it combed out would it'd be painful.
Yeah.
So my mate's mother was a hairdresser, and I was like, I tired. It's too much pain getting it combed out. Yeah, so I said, yeah, let me straighten it for me so it's easier to get braided and cornrow.
Right. Yeah.
She did that.
That might be the demise of your hair, Nico. I'm telling you, man, I did it. I was panicking. Don't ever get opening errors.
Are you gonna get a hair transplant? Because I got one in January.
You got another one
Yeah. I went to Turkey in January.
again?
Yeah.
Okay.
It looks good, actually.
So it'll get thicker because obviously, you know, like it takes time for the stuff to grow back through. But yeah,
The clinic did you go to?
elite hair.
Send me the link.
It's called it elite hair.
Elite.
Like, but
Can you get a deal if he uses discount code Leo?
I don't have a code. I did an advert for them, but I don't have a code.
Ask her for a code.
Maybe I'll
Man,
get
if
code.
you'd have had the code the other gig we did, you'd have been a millionaire overnight.
Man,
Because everyone was bold in that place.
Yeah, the amount of people like on my YouTube videos who are like, "Oh, where'd you get your hair transplant?" I'm always like going around, and I'm like, "Man, I should be making 200 quid off each one."
Yeah, you should.
Times that answer that question.
That's what the message I'm saying. I want.
I did say to the guy, I'm like, do you want
Just elite hair.
yeah,
wait,
elite hair,
Elite.
like elite, but no E on the end. So
L-U.
E.
No E on the end.
If you use a code, use 3SP for 10% off your first hair transplant.
Use 3SP and he'll say, "What the fuck is that?"
They might.
Elite hair
Elite hair.
transplant.
Talking of scams and injustices, the Southport convictions are looking very dodgy. Like Lucy Connolly, that's man.
Is that the one she said? I read the tweet and she said something like, "I don't care what you do. Throw them in, take away their hotel or throw them in the street or whatever."
Yeah.
So there's she said throw them in the street, but she actually kind of said it was a bit like,
These guys?
Yeah, that's the guy. I met that guy. That's the main doctor.
Yeah, and he did a good job.
Well, judge for yourself. This is only 2 months in.
that's pretty good for 2 months.
2 months in, so it's 12. After 12 months, 18 months is when you see the.
He's gonna start looking like Mowgli.
Comes with a 30-year guarantee. I'll be like, man, like open casket.
I want braids in my casket, baby.
Yeah, I want it chemically straightened.
I want to make sure that it's still growing after my death.
So,
The
Let's see if they got any black men in the thing.
oh yeah, no, there's black guys. There's black guys that were having it done. So like, cause
Really?
black hair is different. Apparently, it's finer or something. Is it finer?
So there were black guys
They're,
there?
like properly black guys with like proper, afro hair.
hair transplants have changed since you knew about them.
Because it used to be that I don't think they could.
Yeah, they couldn't do black hair before.
Wow, Nico's about to turn up here with clips and fucking hair. It's good.
It's like when Xbox brought out that thing that like watched your nice your body. It only worked on white people.
Oh, did it?
And then like everybody's like, wait a fucking minute, you made a racist games console. And so they had to like rework it. Now it probably, the way politics is now, it probably only works on black people.
What next? You going Dubai?
I don't know. She hasn't booked me.
Tell her she bring both
She
of
did
us.
because I was there like in July or.
Oh, you just
Tell her bring both of us at the same time.
yeah, man. When I went out, it would have been so much more fun if it had been out with both of you, or basically anyone, except for Dana.
You had beef with them?
Ah, well, I didn't know I had beef, but fucking hell, Jesus Christ. She was she was just no fun whatsoever. Like, some people you get beef with and it's kind of fun. She's just like no fun whatsoever. I tell you what, the whole like wokeism ruined people. I've seen this with other people as well, that they lead into this sort of like angry persona, getting all like furious about political stuff, which I would never do. And then that becomes their whole personality, and then everybody sort of moves on, and then they're just left being all angry.
I went with Rory O'Hanlon this time.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, he's good, except he's proper like anti-conspiracy theorist. But like, to the extent that he gets really angry about it.
How can you be anti-conspiracy?
He just got.
He's a conspiracy.
We almost came.
Is what's the conspiracy?
Is it real? We almost came to blows about it.
No.
He got so angry because it was July. I said, "Listen, Trump's gonna win." It's impossible. And he was like, "We got like he got really upset." And
Well, what's the conspiracy about Trump?
but this was before he was This is before he was. They were running us. He's gonna win easy. Then he's like super pro vaccines. Obviously, I was just needling him about that. Then they're like, "Oh, flat Earth and all this weird stuff." But to be honest, we got on well. He just doesn't understand. I will pester him if it's something like that.
Rory's a really funny guy.
Yeah, he's
and a
fucking
really
good.
good laugh.
Yeah, he's good.
I'm surprised to hear he's like, he doesn't believe in Trump.
No, he
Or
fucking
didn't
hates
even
Trump.
Trump,
He hate it.
Really?
Why'd you have reading glasses?
I've got reading glasses because I tried Don Lewis's reading glasses, and all of a sudden I could see what I was doing. Look, I can see every pore in your nose. Like you could anyway. I could see the pores from her. First thing I saw when I got off the tube was the pores in your nose.
Wow, imagine looking like that and insulting Mando. Motherfucker. It's like, is this where you want to go? This is what happened with Dana Alexander. She hates me as well. She started insulting me, which is fine. And then she went into my looks. I went, are you sure looks is is that the avenue you want to go down? Rethink this.
I got a funny Rory O'Hanlon story. So Rory told me he was walking up the street in Edinburgh during the Fringe, and there was this girl walking ahead of him, and she was wearing these like really tight leather trousers, and he's like, "Wow, look at her ass!" And then she turns around, it's Darius.
It was sexual tension we had it on holiday. That was the problem. It was the sexual tension in the pool in the back.
So what happened with Dana?
Dana just got beef with me since I said, and this is the worst thing I've ever said. I said online that Hannah Gadsby's Ninette was shit.
Yeah.
She took that as deeply personal insult. Then had it went.
What was that? Was that
one? I think the fact she lived doesn't matter. Then we had a combat. It just went on, never ending, tedious. She never stops. Anyway, I saw her at Fuzzy Bear, and she's there. So I'm like, "Oh, hi, Dana." She's like, you want to talk to me now? I was like, "Well, not really." I'm gonna be professional and courteous. Obviously, I don't want to do that. Like, this is not what I wanted to turn up to. This is not fun for me either.
Yeah.
Then she goes, "Why do you think he just talked to me? What did you say? Your greasy long hair and your this." It's just us.
Jeez.
And I was like, "You sure you want to go? It looks as the route you want to go down." It's like, well, she started going on about my looks or something. I was like, "I'm not sure looks is the one we should be with. Weight and looks is where we should be going on this, Dana. It's not the one.
Yeah.
You won't win on this."
Oh yeah, 'cause apparently, like, who was it that sent it to me? Some comedian up north. Oh, I know who. I won't name him because I don't want to get him in trouble.
But break him down with your interrogation skills like you did in the last episode.
But yeah, so he sent me like Dana had sent him. This when Dana was going on mad at me for whatever reason, and he sent me a thing where Dana had told him that she fancied me. Oh, come me a tall drink of water.
You are. Maybe she. Nico is a tall drink of water. Leo is a tall drink of water. Maybe she fancies you. Maybe she fancies me.
Undoubtedly.
But you know what?
Who was it that sent you that?
I don't want to say.
The most.
Though?
I'll tell you after, but as in community, he's been through some like personal trouble, so I don't want to add to his pile.
I just want to say in Dana's defense, because she's trouble. Wait. Let me just say this before.
Well, women stole money off him, and he like just depression and stuff.
I'll just say in Dana's defense, so she doesn't harass us for the rest of the time. She is actually a very good comedian.
Oh yeah, she's funny on stage.
Yeah, she's just tedious off it.
Most of the time.
She can be alright, just sometimes she just goes so tedious.
Yeah, that's the thing. And also, I don't really give a shit. Like, you can have a beef with someone. Like, I mean, I just wouldn't give a shit. You know what I mean? Like, I'll beef with somebody for a bit, and then it's like, all right, fine. Who gives it? Like, there's people I beef with. Who have I beef with? I can't even remember.
Yeah, some people when that happened to me actually with Corey Shaw. But do you remember?
Yeah.
This is not who that is.
Basically, years ago, I got
Shaw married to Christian Riley. She's not Shaw. Guy with the guitar.
She was a reviewer for Chortle. I was in the Hackney Empire New Act of the Year. Long story short, I came third. It was like my biggest ever gig. It was Pat. And she gave me like a really horrible review saying he's dull played it garbage is shit. It was like,
accurate review.
An accurate review, and it's like, but
you'd think he would have improved since.
Yeah, actually I've got worse. But the point is, came third, so it's good, right? I sent her like a snarky message, go, I'll use the review from the Evening Standard. And then she went, I'm going to tell every single promoter I know that you're going to misrepresent yourself and you're going to do this as art. And then I'm telling Steve Bennett, just real like, anyway, I totally forgot about it. I thought, fuck it, I'm staying away. About a year later, went to this Chortle like seminar thing. So I thought that's how you do well at comedy. I was mistaken. And this woman was at the front, like letting people in, taking down names. And she was, Darius Davies. And I was like, really nice. Oh, hi, nice to meet you. I didn't know who it was. And she goes, and I had my hand out, and then she goes, I'm not shaking your hand. I'm like, what? So you know when you hold something, I was like, who the fuck are you? And she goes, I'm Curry Shaw. And I was like, oh, right. Well, I'm sorry about when we had our beef. It was like a year ago. But you know what I mean? I don't even know. I literally don't know who you are. So I'm sorry about that. I don't accept your apology. You've been writing bad shit about me online. I hasn't. I was like, I don't even know you.
See, comedy was doing fine. Comedy was like a great space when it was just like comedians being funny, you know what I mean? And then these fucking HR manager Karen types like Corey, is it Corey or Connie?
Or sure. But she's actually, I was
yeah, but she's still probably like, you know, she's still probably sending emails or involved in, you know, when they have like things like the Live Comedy Association. It's all people like that get involved with it because they can't be funny or do anything of value. So all they can do is latch onto like things by being part of the bureaucracy and like controlling it and manipulating it and being shit. And also, she's always moaning about like disability benefits being cut. And it's like, have you just fucking lost some weight? You know what I mean?
I bet she's got a brand new car on.
All these people, man, you see people complaining. It's like, well, number one, you got time to go on social media all day long complaining about your disability benefits being cut or whatever. When they're not being cut, you're getting way more than like ever before. So like, if you can post on a computer all day, that's what most jobs are. Most jobs are like typing on a computer these days. And number two, you're fat. Have you tried not being a fat cunt?
I'm not sure she is fat.
Well, I don't. Maybe we're talking about a different person. But I just in my head, I'm sure. I've got a mental image of this woman.
To be honest, I can't even. I walk past her in the street. I don't even know what she looks like. But the thing is I guess my thing is like people in comedy hold beefs for so long, and I don't even know.
Tell you about one after the show.
No, don't tell us. No, we just now. Come on, we just watch every single day.
Nah, I'll tell you after the show.
Tell us now. We won't put it on the. I'll bleep out the name.
I'll tell you.
I'll bleep out. Well, just tell us we're interested now.
It affects. They still have influence over thing. So yeah, I'll tell you after the show.
Well, I got another.
Do I know about?
I got a beef.
Who?
Ed Byrne. He did an impression of me and thing. Man, the last time
Hang on, did we find out ever who does the cartoon?
Yeah, it's what's his name? I can't even remember his fucking name. No, I think it sort of sounds like Aid, but like it's too funny for Aid. It's too like competent and like
who does the Scottish comedian cartoon? Can you let us know?
Ollie Crease.
Ollie Crease. That's it.
So you never found out?
No, it's what's his face? Is he called?
You know, I messaged that guy and I said,
Christoph?
And I
Stoff. Is it Stoff?
Stoff.
I think it's a guy called Stock. Somebody told me, and I obviously forgot, but is it Stoff?
I was speaking to him. He was going to do a live call-in and try to animate it in real time, and that would have been so fun.
So who's he then?
I don't know. I don't know who he is. I was just speaking to the account, and I was like, "Listen, I'm willing to slag off Leo. Let's go."
Yeah.
Well, is it like a Scandinavian name?
No, Stoff as in like Christopher or something, but Stoff. I think it's Stoff.
Okay.
I think it's a guy called Stoff, and I think look at because if it's the guy I'm thinking of, I met him, I knew who he was anyway. He did comedy for a bit. I mind seeing him at the Fringe. I don't know if but it's kind of weird because we never had any beef.
What do these glasses? They just make them bigger.
But so maybe it's not him, but that's somebody told me it was. But yeah, it's weird. I don't like. I was really honestly honored that somebody put that much effort into. I just like, and honestly, man, they're
Actually funny.
They're good. They're funny. You know what I mean? Like, then some of the stuff, the bits where it's like it's got me doing crowd work or
that crowd work's good.
Man, I'm reading some of those ideas. I'm like, this is fucking better than the stuff I'm coming on with. You know what I mean? And it's in my voice.
You should hire them to be your writer. Yeah, that was good.
Wheels are funny for real.
Oh yeah, so Ed Byrne.
Oh, Ed Byrne.
I gigged with last time I gigged with him was Just the Tonic. Must have been it was. Oh, you know what? It was when I was standing for election, or it must have been just after I stood for election, and Christian Riley was there, who found off is married to what's her face, and so Christian Riley was all like, you're a far right demagogue or whatever. It's like, fuck off. You know what I mean? Like you're a fucking communist.
Well, he
like,
said that.
Infinitely worse than like, you know what I mean? Like, hey guys, why don't we share everything? How about you share your stuff and I do my stuff, what I want to do, you fucking mom.
Where Ed Byrne said this to you.
No, this was Christian Riley. But then Ed Byrne got there and then started calling me a far-right demagogue as well.
To your face.
I didn't even know what a fucking far-right demagogue was. I thought it was the baddie out of Stranger Things. You know what I mean? As a demagogue.
What, they were saying this to your face?
Yeah.
What were you saying?
I was like, nah, shut up.
And what was they do?
They were like, yeah, you are. And I'm like,
I'm surprised they had the balls to do that, to be honest.
Yeah, I think it's like when safety in numbers, like always with commies. And Ed Byrne did an impression of me on some podcast recently. Bad Boys Done Good.
Joe Jacobs and Tom Wood.
So I'm gonna do an impression of Ed Byrne.
Go on then.
Oh, but right now?
Yeah, do the impression.
I'm Ed Byrne. How does he talk? He's Irish, isn't he?
Hello there, I'm Ed Byrne.
Oh, I'm Midburn. Oh, fiddly dee. I'm very Irish. Oh, I'd put on too much Irishness because that's what Irish comedians do. And I am a terribly nice person. Even on the podcast, when I was talking about what pornography I enjoy, I said I enjoy the stuff where the woman isn't exploited because I can't even fucking masturbate properly, you know? And like, man, no, obviously you're watching, you know, redhead interracial gangbangs like the rest of us. Ed, stop trying to pretend you like fucking feminist porn, you gimp. It's fucking masturbate like a normal person. And
I'll clip that.
oh, and also, if he's such a feminist, how about booking some slightly older women as tour support? You know what I mean? Oh, you just want to do that, get the hover hand photo with a impressionable new act who's 25. Oh yeah, is that right?
I'm not familiar with all of these Ed Byrne's backstory, but it sounds like Leo's insinuating that Ed Byrne is having an affair with one of his opening acts.
I didn't insinuate an affair. I just said, hey, maybe your audiences would enjoy the comedy of women in your own age bracket. That's all I'm
If any of you watch WWE, Ed Byrne's had some sunny days. Little wrestling reference there. Leo refuses to do DMT vape, and he said the reason why is that he knew someone who was right wing. They did it, and she became really loving. And then she changed the whole thing. She's not a political commentator anymore. Like changed the whole life.
What was her name? Dom. That was that next lady. Yeah. Dominic Stan. She went away and did I think a shamanic retreat or something.
Yeah, but you're not doing it with a shaman. This will just entrench your. If you did this now, it would just make you even more entrenched in your own.
If I do DMT with you two, I will come out and goose out of that fucking epiphany.
We made him a super Nazi. It was just a Nazi, but we made him a super Nazi. What was it?
Did you see the latest Kanye interview when he's in the black?
What was it? Haven't seen it. What is it?
Black because Kanye spit.
Oh, the let me bring it. Oh man, it's so funny.
The greatest.
And the thing with Kanye,
I've got an idea.
the thing with Kanye, like, so he's all like, I'm a Nazi, I'm a blah blah blah, but that's the thing, like, the racists are now so inclusive. The whole racist like culture is so inclusive that, you know, Kanye, they're welcoming to like black racists. Like, they don't care what color you are as long as you're racist.
We're trying to find the clip.
Well,
If you find it, send it.
Yeah, maybe watch it after.
Well, I was gonna see if I could put it on the screen.
Yeah.
Quite funny.
Yeah, no, it's funny. But yeah, man, I don't know, like I think Kanye, like, he's stepping on a lot of landmines, so that, you know, he's obviously saying crazy, outrageous stuff, but it's sort of, I think it's taken, because everybody can see that Kanye's not actually a hateful guy. You know what I mean? He's like a funny guy.
I think he doesn't like Jewish people very much.
No, I think
Can you send me that one?
See, all these videos all taste everything off more like
Well, I'll try and put it on the screen. See if I can get it on the screen. What's that called? Kanye top 5.
the classic part of the podcast where we spend 15 minutes
Well, tell us about the.
trying to make a video play on a screen that,
Obviously, they love it. Tell us about this one.
let's just watch it. Just wait, it's there.
Is it this one? I'll watch this. Let's see if we can. Oh, it's this one. There.
Just go play it.
I'm trying to fucking.
We can watch it on this.
Well, then they can't see it.
You can just put it on after.
Yeah, but I can't be bothered to do that.
All right, put it on this.
Well, that's what I'm trying to fucking do, and now you're scaring me.
Can I have some more wine?
Yeah.
I didn't want to.
Where the fuck is this stupid
You pass me the wine.
cast? I'll edit this bit maybe. Searching for devices.
I'll leave this in. This is superb content.
This is great content. Oh, maybe I can't. Because I've actually scanned this, I can't fucking send it because it's not the official YouTube app.
So there you go.
Have children with this person after the first 2 months of being with her. But that wasn't God's plan.
Kanye West making a shocking claims in a new interview with DJ Academics.
Y'all gonna pull my kids into y'all, whatever the word is, Illuminati system. Usually that they
Why is he wearing that?
Are controversial to other people. The nearly 90-minute video posted to X shows the disgraced rapper in black Ku Klux Klan garb, doubling down on his recently ramped-up anti-Semitic remarks, using slurs to rant about other rappers, and complaining about being a parent in the public eye.
My kids are celebrities, and I don't have to say so. It's war.
I think after having kids, it just is such a life changer. Our life great.
Reports circulate claiming Kim Kardashian wants to cut off Kanye from their 4 kids, North, Saint, Psalm, and Shy.
It's not okay.
Fans have
I did get it.
controversial.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty. It's like Cletus from the Dave Chappelle show. Yeah.
But like Kanye is, I don't know, I think it's very inclusive for him to also be,
Well, he basically doesn't like Jewish people. Oh, actually, we know. Do we say one thing? Someone who does like Jewish people, although he claims he doesn't online, it's Nico's getting relaxed. Someone who does like Jewish people but claims he doesn't online is Owen Jones.
Owen Jones.
Owen,
But yes, he does like.
Owen Jones. You know Owen Jones, the Guardian guy, right? You know he's like proper outspoken and he's like, Zionist, this, that, and the other.
Just bangs more stuff on the table.
Sorry. So we you want to see?
No, you go for. Well, he's been accused of all this like anti-Semitism and stuff.
Oh yeah, he's basically anti-Israel, right?
Yeah.
He turns up at this event called Bat Mitzvah, which is like a gay Jewish event.
And Darius saw him across the room.
And I would, what? I'm not gay anymore, I'm straight now. And I asked this, like, why is he here? There's only room for one of us anti-Semites in this gay, in this gay. But why would you turn up? Why would he turn up? Like, what that means is his gayness overrides his anti-Semitism.
Is my line.
So the bat mitzvah thing is a gay Jewish thing.
Yeah,
Like a
it's
gay
for,
Jewish like
for gay Jews.
Yeah.
It's for gay Jews. So
Gays allowed to be Jews. Jews allowed to be gay.
Apparently so.
both ways. In fact, yeah, Israel is the only country in the Middle East that hasn't criminalized homosexuality, whereas all the other ones that are supported by the left.
But apparently there's quite a thriving homosexual scene in these countries.
Oh yeah, man, totally. Like when I was in Egypt, I got bummed senseless. No, I was talking. I was talking to this. There's a gay guy staying at my like guest house place, and I was talking to him, and I was like, "Isn't it hard being like?" 'Cause he's like, obviously gay. It's not like just gay. He's like, obviously gay. And yeah, I said to him, "Isn't it hard being like,
A gay.
a gay?" And like a Muslim, and who's telling me he'd been through Jordan and all these places, like the country, not the women, obviously. But and he said it's actually easier for him to get laid in Muslim countries than it is in the West, because like in Muslim countries, they're all like basically all men are gay. They're all looking for, because they can't have like, there's no casual sex, so the prostitutes are insanely expensive. If you got a wife, you can have sex with your wife, but if you don't have a wife, there's no sort of hookup culture or anything like that. So you've got like men just bumming other men, but they don't really see it as gay. They just see it as a couple of bros helping each other out, kind of thing.
Also, they say a woman for, what they say? They say
Babies.
a woman for babies, a watermelon for convenience, and a boy for pleasure. That's what they say.
Darius has got that's the live, laugh, love.
Yeah. When you come into the fag zone, there's a woman for pleasure. Anyway, that's what I've heard. Also, because there's no gays in the country.
Darius got around and got a tin of pineapples and cut the end of his cock off.
He did what?
But but there's no gays in like Egypt. And
I hear what you
It's
did.
just a little joke, because I'm like, he opens a can of pineapples and sticks his cock in.
I don't do that anymore. Stop it. I was gonna say that,
Like, then it's got a serrated edge, so it cuts his cock off.
but there's no gays in like Iran and stuff. It means the men there are so gay
Yeah.
because there's no gays in Egypt, for example.
Yeah.
There's no concept of like, hi, that's gay.
Yeah.
But I hear the Middle East countries, the men walk.
That's a great
and they hold hands.
Yes,
That
they do.
that
And
they hold hands.
there's no if you're like a boy growing up, it's no shame to like Justin Bieber because it's not seen as gay.
Yeah.
They don't have it. So like you'll go to like a 13-year-old, I think this kid's pretty fucking gay. It's like, hi. It's the gayest kid I've ever seen.
But I'm saying grown men walk around holding hands. And
And they kiss each other.
yeah.
And later on they sodomize each other.
Yeah.
But they keep it on the down low. Nico, you're gonna smoke the DMT vape. Wait. Bro, so Nico this is not just for but don't take too much. Okay, Nico just went bang into that. I thought he was gonna at least. Right now, things should be turning, changing. What can you see, Nico?
What, already?
Can you? Is nothing happening? It will instantly come on. Do one more like that and hold it in. Anything moving?
Is anything happening?
If nothing will happen on the first one, take one more. Hold it in. Things might start moving a bit. Maybe we should send Nico to outer space. If I give him 2 more of these, it'll go.
I feel my body,
Yeah.
but nothing is moving yet.
Take another one.
But I think it got to take a while to come.
No, it doesn't. You got to do. If you want to do another one, you won't break through, but you might. Now you're gonna might get something in. Take a.
I can hear.
No, that's a car. That's a car alarm. That's just how really.
Like, I can hear a car alarm for me. Got spidey sense.
You can actually hear. Hold it. 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 Let it out. Look at your hands. Any difference? They sold me a tough one. I mean, should we get Nico to break? Is nothing happening? Do you want to break?
This is the vape equivalent of 2 bottles of Pepsi Max.
I can bet.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
And no, that's good. It is DMT. I can taste it.
Nothing's moving.
Yeah, nothing because you've not done enough. If you want, do you want to break through? Do you want to?
I want to break through.
All right,
But I want to see stuff move.
well, you have to do another couple like that, but you got to hold it and then do it straight away afterwards. Just do 2. Just do 2. So 1 and then hold it. Big breath in. Hold it for 5 seconds. Hold it, and then as soon as you do that, another big breath. It is working. I just tried it, and now straight away do another one.
Yeah, stuff is moving.
Yeah, nah. See, I'm telling you, man, that stuff will stay.
Yeah.
You have to do like 4 proper big ones, then you just
Break
go
through.
You go through. But
Yeah, that's, I can see the designs in that.
if you just do it like that, you can kind of control it. But it's crazy when you break through. It's like you know those things outside of car washes that do that.
Oh yeah.
It's like you see them. You see them when you go through the hey, like what?
Well, there's a thing that like they're saying suggests that we might all have come from a like common like
But I don't think.
alien origin or something, because apparently they gave, was it DMT? I think it was DMT or ayahuasca or whatever to DMT ayahuasca. I guess the same thing. They gave it to people around the world with no prior knowledge of
Yeah, and that
the
also the
experiment.
same thing.
They actually the same thing. This sort of matrix writing, like Japanese style, like kanji symbols and stuff.
You know what? Well, remember when we did it like, at my mum's house because we're cool, and then we both kind of saw like Aztec signs.
Aztec stuff. I saw the Aztec stuff.
I didn't see hieroglyphs in Leo's hairline. It's real.
The surgeon autograph.
If you had a breakthrough, it's honestly so. Here's I'll give you a feedback on what DMT is like. Obviously, for recreational purposes, this is actual DMT for YouTube. But when you do it properly, it's not scary. Like you think, oh, it's gonna be like that. It's kind of like I did it. I was sat in the chair, and it felt like I was in a spaceship.
Yeah.
So the whole room was still me. I still could knew it, but I was like
Man,
I looked down.
even your hallucinations are hack.
That's great, Leo. That's actually fun.
Nico's about to come have an epiphany. He's not holding it in enough. I could give you a breakthrough like that. Basically, just force you to smoke that.
It's still in. Shit is moving though.
It goes correct. After this, you're like level 1. If you do it again, you're gonna go there, and then you go do one more, and you finally feel like
It's kind of mad that you really do leave, like, you know, the conscious, like the earthly bounce. When I had my hair transplant, they put me under general anesthetic, but it wasn't like a full on, you know, like normally it's like this.
Put you under what?
General anesthetic, yeah, but it only knocks you out like fully for like, you know, 15 minutes or something. I think you're woozy the rest of the time while they're doing all the stuff, so it's kind of good because you're there for ages. But it didn't, like when I've had general anesthetic before, it's like this inky, like sleep.
just fall asleep.
Yeah, and you're completely like.
Do you have to get the general
But this-
anesthetic?
No, I don't think you have to, but like it makes it kind of easy because you're just woozy, you're just sort of, you know, sleepy and woozy. You don't really mind it. You're there for hours. But when I was when they put me under the general anesthetic, it wasn't that sort of inky deep sleep. It was just I was still conscious. I could still.
That's not local.
No,
Did I could open your eyes?
No, I couldn't see it. It was just like I was in a grey box, but it wasn't like black. You know what I mean? It wasn't like inky nighttime.
So you had your
I
eyes.
was in a grey box, and I must have had my eyes shut, but I just felt like in this featureless sort of grey constraint, and I was kind of aware that I was somewhere, and I could still kind of think, and I was like, and I didn't know. Because obviously I'm out of it as well. Like, so I was thinking, am I going to come round in Darius's mum's living room?
That after I did, maybe this whole thing is we're all in a DMT trip.
And then I came round and I was like, oh no, I'm in a hospital in Turkey. It was the weirdest thing.
Oh, so they gave you so you were lying down when you had yours.
So lying, yeah, like they move you around and stuff because they got to do different parts of your head. But yeah, I can't remember the exact.
Do you have scars on the?
Yeah, you see about my beard. They took some from my beard as well. They took like.
Or they took from your beard?
Yeah, they took a lot of stuff. It was like 400 from my neck and like 3,800 from my head.
Can't really see on your neck, to be honest.
Yeah, it's like it's faded now.
So you got beard hairs in your head?
Yeah, especially in this bit, because they're a bit like, you know, sort of.
In his yarmulke.
Yeah, but I started because it's like this sort of thing like that. I was joking, it's a yarmulke. I said I got a yarmulke.
I said 3, but that's only white guys can do that then, I guess. Cause like my beard here, so if you saw this on top of my head, you'd be like, that's madness.
I think it works all right in this bit because it doesn't need to be straight or anything. It doesn't need to look like the other hair because it just needs to provide like volume. Yeah. So it might even be better, you know.
That's crazy.
But yeah, there's black guys in there getting it done. Right.
Elite.
Okay, I'll hit them up, man.
Transplant.
Yeah.
And guys who come from all over, from Australia and stuff. What time is it?
Dan Willis had a hair
Oh, shit,
transplant.
I need to go soon.
Well,
This don't make you creative though, DMT.
it will if you did it another one. Just trust me.
No, but I mean with jokes and stuff.
I don't know. You've not done it yet. You've merely had a.
No, but I'm saying you've done it. Has it helped you with your writing?
Man, you should see his set now. What? It's all.
Oh man.
It's got worse.
It's
Corey
that.
Shaw didn't even write on it.
No. You know the truth. The honest truth is, right? We were in Australia and everyone was watching like people's like early sets and like laugh, look at shit. And they put one of my early sets on, and I was like, fuck, I was amazing.
Yeah.
I was killing it. I was like, wow, this is really good. Look. No, it wasn't. Well, it was Plug, but it was also like Rules of Life, his backyard club. I was like, bam, bam, like huge laughs. I was like, I was better then than that. You know why though? I'll tell you why.
You're lazy.
No, I didn't get lazy. I got beaten down. They took someone who was like threat that instead of like they fostering it, they crushed it. They crushed my spirit. So the funny thing is that I went the next day and I did the same set, but I did the same move and I smashed it again. Then I went into my new normal material, I've just died.
Well, you did the old set?
I did my old set, it was like Rules of Life, but like with the same, so I used to the rules, the world would be a better place. We all just obeyed the simple. I used to put a lot more energy and enthusiasm. Like I can still do it sometimes, but I used to do it all the time. I put a lot of like 3-pin plug. If I don't put the energy through my thing, but it's hard. Like
What's the rules of life?
the rules of life were just like you don't walk at the same speed as strangers next to you in the street.
Yeah.
Right? And you'll be walking as some guy.
That's a great bit. That's a timeless bit, man. You should bring
I know I should. It was really
Yeah, what else? What else?
plug. Don't use the middle urinal. Don't use the middle urinal. No need to. Don't. And then at the time it was if you're at a cash point and there's a queue behind you, now's not the time to print off a receipt.
Oh yeah.
And I'd go into that.
Print off a staple.
But it was.
I thought when I saw you did Liberties, the roast, I thought you were gonna go foreign comedy.
Yeah, man. I thought you were a stadium smasher.
Oh well, this is depressing for me.
I was like, this guy's got potential.
Yeah, now when I see you take it down, I'm like, man, the industry called it right. The industry saw stuff I didn't see. They saw this tapering off after.
No, you know what it was? It's the industry. Could they help me back?
I genuinely thought, like, when I saw Liberties, I was like,
Oh, that was. I used to have wicked material.
like, this guy's got
It
it.
was more just like you were insane on stage.
Like, the guy got it.
Yeah, when you're, but the energy you put into like plug was just like you're so like just going wild, and the crowd would totally pick up on that energy and go wild with it. But as now you go on stage, you start to say stuff, and then like you don't get the response you want, so then you turn on the crowd.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's damn right. You know what it is? I'll be honest. I know myself. If I decide to be good and I put the energy in, I can be good. But it takes
Be good.
yeah, but it's a lot. But it's a lot of energy. Cause it's a lot of energy.
I'll tell you why it's a lot of energy. I'll tell you this. He is one of them comedians. His writing ain't that strong, but he has to sell it with his performance.
I
Still, like stuff like plug. There's not fat. That's like a really well constructed.
Get rid of the energy.
Yeah.
No, the shit bits I have to solve.
But it's like Chris Rock.
That's
Like
it's true. Mine is, but also as well.
Plug is the only bit that's written well.
No, the bit is written well.
and the thing about the fridges. You know the bit that came like the fridges. That was written well.
No, the few bits I've written have been good.
Yeah.
And I admit, but I could listen. I got to take some responsibility. But I think it's because I was. You have to understand. At the time, I was genuinely killing gigs, and I was seeing people who do much shitter than me. Just progress.
So you thought if I'm shitter, then
Well, I don't know.
progress.
But how often can you? Eventually, it beats you down. The thing is, I'm technically a better comedian than I was then.
Yeah.
Technically, I'm better, but I was more enthusiastic and like.
Use social media. Man, you put clips up. You could be the next.
Yeah, when I saw Liberties, I was like, this guy's got it.
Liberties. I had it.
Liberties was, that was the bit where it's like, okay, Darius is,
I've got some good stuff.
I'm like,
No, yeah, man, you're like a kill. Honestly, like Nico, I thought, man, this guy's gonna be doing stadiums. And I think if there's any justice, and if the Up the Creek or whatever picked you up instead of going for the pound shop version, then yeah, you would have.
To be honest, though, I am
But
lazy.
you can still do it.
I can still do it, baby.
Still do it.
Can still do it.
I got to go.
Leo's got to go. I'm gonna drink the rest of this wine. I'm drunk now. I'm slightly high on DMT. Not that it is DMT for YouTube. Really.
No, it's not.
It's
I wouldn't be party to such a thing.
take a puff of DMT.
No,
It's not good. That won't, one smoke won't do anything.
I don't do drugs. My body is a temple.
This is it. Drugs is medicine.
Funding.
Bye.